Good day, we are Group 8 and we will be discussing 16-bit Hamming bits. Hamming bits, often called parity bits, are extra bits added to a message to help detect and correct errors that might occur during data transmission. They are the foundation of Hamming code developed by Richard Hamming in 1950. In digital communication, data is sent as a sequence of zeros and ones. If a 1 accidentally flips to a 0 due to interference, the data becomes corrupted. Hamming bits solve this by creating checkpoints within the data.
For our given data, we have a 16-bit string, which is a 1001, 0000, 1000, 1011. Now to solve, our first step is to determine how many Hamming bits we need. To do this, we use the formula 2 raised to n, which is greater than or equal to m plus n plus 1, wherein n is the number of Hamming bits and m is the number of data bits. Since we have 16 data bits, we substitute m is equal to 16 and try different values of n until the condition is satisfied. After doing trial and error, we find that n is equal to 5 works because 2 raised to 5 is 32 and 32 is greater than or equal to 22. So this means 5 Hamming bits are enough. With 5 Hamming bits added to our 16 data bits, the total Hamming code will consist of 21 bits. So to summarize, we identified the data length, applied the Hamming bit formula, tested values, and concluded that 5 Hamming bits are required to our 16-bit input.
This slide shows how we arrange the 21-bit Hamming code. The data bits are placed in all positions except 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Those spots are reserved for the Hamming bits. So this is our full code layout. This slide shows how we compute a Hamming bit. We list the positions that contain a 1, convert each position number to binary, and then XOR them. The final XOR result becomes the value of that Hamming bit.
Now for this part, the bit positions remained labeled from 21 down to 1. But this time, one of the bits is highlighted with an arrow, which is bit number 10. That mark identifies the exact position where the error was detected after performing the parity and Hamming checks. In this part, it explains how the error was located using XOR operations. The left column lists the bit positions that each parity bit checks, specifically positions 21, 18, 13, 10, 9, 7, and 6. For every listed position, the corresponding binary value is shown on the right. Each parity line is evaluated using XOR to determine whether the total is even or odd. When the results of all parity checks are combined, the final binary value at the bottom points to the specific bit in error, which is bit number 10. And that explains how we locate the error bit. Thank you very much for listening to our group number 8, and happy holidays.